Almost a quarter of a century after the devastating terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001, America finds itself once again under the shadow of global terrorist threats. We delve into a pressing question: is the Islamic State planning a new wave of attacks in the US and the West? Nothing as grotesquely spectacular as 9/11 has occurred since, but the carnage in New Orleans serves as a grim reminder that Islamist terrorists still lurk within Western societies, even across the Atlantic. On January 1, 2025, a tragic rampage on Bourbon Street left 15 dead and dozens injured. Does this incident signal a resurgence in terrorist activities? The perpetrator, Shamsud-Din Jabbar, a 42-year-old father from Texas and a former U.S. Army veteran turned real estate agent, drove a pickup truck emblazoned with an Islamic State flag into a crowded crowd. Equipped with Kevlar body armor and a serious rifle, Jabbar's attack was meticulously planned. What factors led to his radicalization, and does he have connections to ISIS? There's no typical profile for a terrorist. Individuals come from diverse age groups, demographics, and backgrounds. According to reports, Jabbar converted to Islam within the last 2 years and began his path to radicalization during that time. Did financial struggles, including 2 divorces and child support lawsuits, make him susceptible to extremist propaganda?
أجل نشفي الصدور من العلل جاء القتال مع الأجل سنمد عرش المفسدين نجتث البلايا نعت للهام ونستل القلوب إننا لله قد صرنا جنودا هبة لله قد حقت وجوبا مكن الله.
Despite losing control of key territories in Syria and Iraq after 2017, ISIS leadership has pivoted towards orchestrating spectacular terrorist attacks abroad to regain media attention and recruit new members. Atrocities, especially in the US, serve as powerful recruiting tools, indoctrinating sympathizers into terror activities and mass murder. Can these attacks effectively draw in more followers? The FBI swiftly responded, uncovering concealed pipe bombs and remote detonation devices in Jabbar's truck. This evidence suggests he wasn't acting alone. Investigations are now focused on uncovering any possible connections or directives from ISIS, examining Jabbar's electronic devices, and collaborating with international intelligence agencies. Could a larger network be involved? Vehicle ramming has become a recurring tactic, utilized by ISIS and other extremist groups. From Nice, France in 2016 to Berlin and now New Orleans, these low-tech yet highly effective attacks exploit security flaws to inflict maximum casualties. Can we find ways to prevent such acts? While the number of ISIS supporters in the US remains statistically small, their impact is disproportionately large. Over 250 individuals have been charged with ISIS-related activities since 2014, predominantly U.S. citizens or legal permanent residents.
The subject has been identified as 42-year-old Shamsud-Din Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas. He was driving a Ford pickup truck, which appears to be rented, and we are working to confirm how the subject came in possession of this vehicle.
Despite rigorous investigations, the FBI continues to handle over 1,000 active ISIS cases across all 50 states. Does this reflect a persistent threat? The New Orleans attack has reignited concerns about the vulnerability of Western societies to terrorist assaults. Politicians, intelligence officials, and extremism experts urge the public to remain vigilant against the ever-present and evolving threat of radicalization, emphasizing that terrorism can emerge from any ideological spectrum. Are we vigilant enough? As we reflect on the horrors of past attacks and the chilling reminders of recent events, it becomes clear that the fight against radical Islamist ideology is far from over. The New Orleans tragedy underscores the need for comprehensive security measures and unwavering vigilance to protect our communities. Is the Islamic State planning a new wave of attacks in the US and the West? The answer lies in our collective resilience and commitment to countering these dark forces. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay safe, and subscribe for more in-depth analyses on global security threats.